Lehigh Valley SportsFest 2015 wouldn't be complete without dog agility going on at the far end of Cedar Beach. And for the third year, it will be a sanctioned event, except this time it's attracting international attention.
It does attract a lot of people. There are a lot of people who won't go to an outdoor show anymore, but there are a lot of people, especially longtime handlers, who remember the day, and it's almost nostalgic to come back and do it. So we have everything from some nursery, some beginner dogs who have almost never been on a course before outside of a training ring, to some dogs here who are, I understand, members of international training teams that go out and compete at the international level, and everything in between. And breed-wise, we've got mixed breeds, we've got little Pomeranians, we've got very large dogs in the middle, we've got Border Collies and Beagles, and just about, even with a smaller group of people, we've got just about everybody represented.
This was the championship level, which is the highest level, and he's trying to qualify for the United States Open, which is in November in Perry, Georgia.
I hear next week you're going to be in Germany?
Yes, we will be in Germany. I'm the assistant coach for the European Open team, which is sponsored by the AKC, and we'll be in Germany competing with 32 Americans.
So how do you think Busy did today?
He did pretty good. This was a pretty good run for him. He was pretty fast, and for a baby dog, the little pieces and parts are coming together.
UKI is traditionally, it's more international courses, so they'll be a little bit more difficult than, and I think these courses were great. I think they were good. There were easy parts, but there were definite challenges.
What are you hoping for?
We're actually here trying to get qualifications for nationals. Nationals will be in Georgia, so that's where we'd like to head.
Have you been there before?
We were there last year. Usa, my 4-year-old, ended up being third. She was on the podium. He did well, but he didn't get on the podium last year at nationals.
What about this year? What are you thinking?
I'm hoping he can pull it off this year.
For many of these handlers and dogs, the day went rather smooth, with the only obstacles, besides the qualifying ones, being the tall grass and the occasional noise from cars passing by.
My young girl prefers it indoors. She likes turf indoor. The sun's not beating on her. She likes it. You don't have to worry about high grass. One thing here, the grass is a little high, so that changes a whole lot of things with the dogs. Mainly the sun.
Streak likes it out.
Streak likes it outside. Streak doesn't mind the traffic or anything.
It's a good venue for them. The competitions in Europe are outside, and we frequently compete inside, so it's really nice to get an opportunity to be out on grass.
Those of us who have been doing this for 20 or 30 years are used to the day when we did this outside all the time. And as long as it wasn't lightning, we'd run in the rain, and I ran in 20-degree weather before, as long as there wasn't ice in the ground. And I guess we've gotten spoiled over the years when we work indoors, and we tried to recognize that this year. So there's some of the games that are offered that are complicated, and that's probably what you saw in past years. This year we did the straightforward agility type and jumping type courses that are not as the rules are not as complicated. These courses, the way what the handlers have to run, probably just as complicated, but the rules of what you have to do to have a qualifying score are not as complicated.
And whether they were returning for another year or trying it out for the first time, all agreed that having dog agility as part of SportsFest is a win-win for all.
I love that it's local. We don't have a lot of agility trials that are local, and just the whole SportsFest experience. I like being able to walk up there then and see other events, and other people get to see dog agility that don't see dog agility.
Do you think you'll be back here again?
Oh yeah, definitely, if they have it. It's great. This is a great site, and we want to go over there and walk the dogs later. It should be a lot of fun.
It's a fun sport to watch, and it's also a very fun sport to get involved in. So anybody who's got a dog and is looking for something to do with them, agility is a great thing, and there's lots of great training facilities, including our own, in the area where people can get involved.
With dog agility at Cedar Beach Park in Allentown, Leah Cosi, 2 Sports.